Hello, everybody. Good evening. Come on in, say hello. If you are new to my page, let me know. Tell me hi. My name is Dawn. This is Wreath Decor by Dawn. I am getting everything set up here so I can see comments. We are live on both Facebook and YouTube tonight. And let's see if I can find it. There it is. All right, so we've got YouTube going here. Let's see if we can get Facebook up. All right, so if you were here last week, you saw we lost connection for our camera in the middle of our live. So we did not get to finish. I had to order a new cord, and I got that in, and now we are good to go, I hope. Fingers crossed. Camera says it's charged, it's plugged in. Should not have any issues tonight. Alright, so if y'all wouldn't mind hitting that share button for me, I would really appreciate that. Let your friends know we're on. Maybe they'd like to come join us. I'm going to share it to my page so that all of my followers will see it and will come watch as well. How's everyone doing tonight? I hope y'all are well. Alright, I think I got everybody. There we go. Alright, so here's the swag that we did. This is how far we got. We were just starting to put the sign on when the camera went out. So I didn't want to go ahead and finish and do a whole nother live and then have to, people go back and try and find that. So I thought I would just stop where I was, get the camera issue fixed, and then we would pick up where I left off. So this is a 24-inch teardrop grapevine. I have it upside down, so the fuller end is there, the thinner end is at the top. I just wanted it that way. I don't know why. I just did. And then we filled it with mesh. I cut my mesh. This is 10-inch Patriotic plaid mesh. I cut the pieces at 15 inches, and we just filled the whole thing in. I think there's probably about 20 pieces in here. So that would take one whole roll. And then we attached our Uncle Sam hat and legs. I have one more left in my shop. So if anyone wants it, get it before it's gone. So we had two last week. Somebody bought the other one. So there's one more left if anyone wants it. It comes with the hat and the legs, and it comes with the wires attached for you. Hello, everybody. So that's what we did. So that's how far we were. Now we're going to put the sign on, and then we're going to make a bow. So here's our sign. This is a little, I think it's an 8x8. Yeah, it's an 8x8 wooden sign. It says "Let Freedom Ring." I've put my pipe cleaners on the back to attach it. So we're going to go right through the mesh and everything and attach it straight to the spine of this teardrop. Let me get this little fray out of here. It's bugging me. How's everyone's week going? Oh, didn't mean to do that. I almost closed out the live. All right, let me zoom in for you so you can see. That might be too much. Let's see if that works. There you go. That's better. Now you guys can see. I went a little too far. Sorry. Still getting used to this new camera. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put the sign on. Now I was originally going to try and do it at an angle. I don't know if I'm still going to be able to do that because my pipe cleaners are a little bit shorter. But we're going to try. So I'm just taking my... Oh, come on. My needle here. Let me get my needle out. So I have these in my shop if anyone's interested. You get a set of 3, either in the 3.5-inch or the 6-inch size. They are plastic, weaving needles. They will help you get your wires in that through your mesh. They also help with grapevines and make it a lot easier to get those through. So I just want to go right straight through all of this. I don't want to have to search for it. I don't want to have to try and pull it in and out. I want to get right on the other side of the back spine of this. There's a metal spine that goes down the teardrop. So I want to get on the back side of that. One pipe cleaner on each side. I'm going to do with the other pipe cleaner though. There it is. All right, now we're going to get this one and we're going to do the same thing. I might be able to get this one in there. Hey, Susan. All right, so I want one on each side. And I'm just feeling my way around here to make sure that it's hitting that metal on the opposite side. There it is, right there. Okay. I don't want it too high, but so there's the two. Nope, they're both on the same side. I knew that was going to happen. All right, let's try and get this one over here now. Maybe. Hey, Ann. I'm going to try and push it through over to the other side so that I can pull it out that way. Right there. There we go. All right. So they're kind of short, so I'm going to just give them a quick twist. I'll fix them later. I go back and finish up all my mechanics and that after. Yeah, I think I went too high with it. I didn't want it that high. I'll move it later. Actually, no, I'm going to move it now. Alright, let's see if I can move this without. It'd just be easier to do it this way. I'm going to try and move it without having to pull them all the way out, but that's not going to work. Hello, welcome. And if your pipe cleaners are too short, just take a small piece or a half of one and add it to it. It'll be fine. Alright, so let's go right here. Alright, this side, there's that one. This side is going to go right down here. That's the side that's the problem because the mesh is there. So let's use our needle and go straight through. There we go, right there. And pull that down. Hey, Sin. Oh, thank you, honey. You didn't have to do that. Need to get like a bell or something for when you guys send stars. I have a bell. I could use Bob's bell. Remember the bell Bob used on the live that night? We could use his. Hello over on YouTube. I see a couple people over there watching. Welcome. We're happy to have you here. This is a continuation of last week's live. We had some technical difficulties, so we had to fix a camera issue, and then we decided to wait until this week to finish up so that everyone would be able to see the wreath or the swag. Gotta have more cowbell, that's right. Needs more cowbell. I'm gonna get a cowbell. You know, they sell those at Walmart in the craft section, those cowbells. The people in my house would probably kill me if they had to listen to that. Not that I would care, but... Oh, come on. Stay in there, please. So, yeah. That's why you're seeing this wreath again, is because last week we had the issue. And I didn't finish it. I was just frustrated with the whole camera thing, and then just decided, you know what, I'm not touching it. We'll do it next week. Alright, it's not that I'm having an issue with the pipe cleaners going through. I'm having a fit with the bending. They don't want to bend the way I want them to bend. Alright, so we're just going to give these a rough twist. I will go back and tighten everything down later. I just want it in place. So you will not see any of this stuff on the back once we're done, because I will get rid of it. Alright, so I want to twist this just a little bit. I want it a little bit cockeyed, whatever you call it, crooked. Alright, let me get these out of the way in the back here. There we go. Alright, moving right along. Let's make a bow. So if you haven't already, please give my page a like, a share, a follow, a subscribe. Help us grow. It also will put it on your page so that you can see it later if you want to go back and see anything again, or if you missed something, or he's like, hey, what did she say about this? So you can go back and take a look at it, okay? And also, if you haven't already, I've started a new group page. It's a open group. It's free to join. It's called Wreath, Decor by Dawn's Crafters Community. Go give it a follow. Join the group. We're going to have lots of things going on in there. I just put up some tips and tricks yesterday and stuff like that. So please join our group. Have some fun, meet some people. I'm doing 12-inch tails. This is a 2.5-inch ribbon. I am using my double sidekick mesh roller from Susie's Wreaths and Things. Susan will put the link in for that, but it's also in the description over on YouTube if anyone wants it. You'll also find the information on my page itself. And I'm just using that to hold on my ribbons. So I'm doing a 6-inch loop, and I'm going to do 2 on each side. Anybody got anything going on this week? I'm going to be doing a craft fair, Christmas in July craft fair. It's a new event that I found near here. It's in the next town over, a couple towns over where my son lives. I'm gonna be doing it over there. So it's an outdoor event. So if you're in my area or nearby, keep an eye out on my page. I'll be posting about that. I don't normally do them in the summertime. It's just too hot to be doing them outside. But I couldn't pass this one up, and I've got so much stuff I need to get rid of. I figured, why not? I'm gonna do that. So yeah, I'm gonna do a craft fair, and then I've got one in October, and then I have one in November so far. Let's do the stripes. This is a 1.5-inch vertical stripe, and we're gonna do those the same 12-inch tails, and I think we're gonna do 5.5-inch loops, and I think I'm gonna do 2 on each side. Thank you, Susan. Now my grandsons, speaking of, my daughter just posted, she just talked to them. They are both at the Citadel this week for ROTC, doing some fun stuff and training. So she just said that she just talked to them and they're having a good time. Oh, I'm so happy for them. Now this is a 1.5-inch white with stars and stripes. Well, sorry, just stars, no stripes. And we're going to do a 5-inch loop. And I think I'm going to do 2. So hopefully they're supposed to come up for Father's Day. We're crossing our fingers that that works out. If not, we will see them 4th of July. I feel like it's been forever since I've seen them and talked to them. But really, it's been since last month. The first of the month I saw them when I went down there for their ceremony. Alright, there we go. Probably should have done that the other way around. Let's go back in with another vertical stripe here. Oh, I got it all wrapped up in my mesh roller now. We'll just go back in with another loop here of this. I really like this vertical red and white. Come on, guys, what's the problem? So this one will be about 4.5. And we'll just do 1. Okay, let me grab a zip tie here. Got my zip tie. I'm going to go up underneath all of this. Come on. Get that started. Hey, Sherry. Sherry, have you figured out that doggone stapler yet? I've been racking my brain about that thing. Alright, we're going to pull this out. I'm going to hold everything on one side tightly so that it doesn't come apart on me. That leaves a little divot right in here, and I want to move that zip tie over and make sure it's in that slot. Pull the locking part around to the back, and I'm going to tighten it up a little bit, not too much, but just enough that it won't come undone. And I'm going to take my other zip tie. I should use a longer one because we're going to go through that mesh and everything. So I'm going to put this one through the back. Come on. If I put my glasses on, it'd be a lot easier for me to see, but you know. Alright, we've got that in that spot right there. Let's tighten it. And now we're going to fluff. So make sure it's tight enough that it won't come undone. But don't have it too tight that you can't move stuff around. I want all my tails down front. And then we're going to fluff. And all you're really doing is putting them in the position you want them in, because they're not going to stay fluffed out like this, because once you're putting them on the wreath, you know, everything kind of moves and shifts. But for now, I want to make sure that they're in the right spot. We're going to tighten this down as tight as we can go. We're going to cut off the excess. And then we have our longer one here that we're going to use to put it on our wreath. Let me move this out of the way, these ribbons out of the way. Let's bring Uncle Sam back. And I really want this to go down here by his hip. So that's where we're putting this one. Now for this, I need to go around the mesh and get this into the wreath. want to go around that spine, wherever it is here. There it is, right there. Hey, Rachel. All right. This doesn't want to go in. I should have used a longer one, I guess. So I'm trying to get it on one on each side so that it has something to hold on to. Otherwise, it could just slide right off if it was just attached to like one of the ties or something. You know, one of the green ties. We don't want that. So let's flip this over. Oh, that's the problem. The other thing is there. All right, I'm going to give it a slight pull to keep it in place. And then we're going to pull this over here to the side. It's probably up too high, but that's all right. We'll deal with it. Just there. Okay, there's one. Now I want to make a smaller one, I think, to go over here. I'm not sure. That was originally my plan, but let's see. I don't know if that's going to work. We might have to just put some tails in. I wasn't planning to put tails in to begin with. But let me hold this up so you can see it here. So there's what we got now so far. Right there. All right, so now we can go ahead and move this. I just want to get it out of the way for a minute. There we go. And we will dovetail these. There we go. It's all twisted up on his leg. I'm going to cut these, I think, a little bit shorter. That was not a good cut. But I'm going to leave those red stripes longer because they match his legs. So those I will dovetail them but not cut them down as much. I want them to be loopy. I don't know why I put them down every time I do that, but I do. Nope, a little shorter. So nobody has any plans this weekend? Hubby and I are going to see a movie. We got our free tickets from Applebee's to go see Top Gun. So Saturday we're going to the movies. We haven't been to the movies in forever. I'm so excited. And then we're going to go out to dinner after. So Saturday is going to be our date night instead of Friday. Kind of can't see his leg there, but that's all right. I'll fix all that later. So there he is with the little bow there. Now let's put all these other little things in that we've got. Alright, so I brought out some flowers just in case because I didn't feel like I had enough stuff to put in it. But I really want my bombs, one of them at least, to go in. And I think I want the striped one because it goes with it. So maybe instead of putting that other bow in, we'll put the bomb in. I don't know why I call it a bomb. What would you call it? It's an ornament, but still. I know. I want to see it. Well, we went to Applebee's for dinner last weekend, and I mean, I had heard about the promotion they were having, but I really didn't pay that much attention to it. And they had it, you know, on the table there. And so we ended up with 2 free tickets to go see the movie, and he's going to be gone the week after next, so we have to use it by the end of the month. So, alright, where's our bomb going to go? I want to be careful. I don't want to put it anywhere down here, because you know what happens when you do that, you know. I don't know that this is even going to work, but I think it's going to go right here, guys. It's going to be sticking out a little bit, but that's alright. That's what we want. Alright, so I'm just opening up the green branches on the bottom here because that will help to get it to glue to. And I need to get my, I need something to stab into it. What do you call it? A pick. Yeah, that. I need a pick. That might be too thick. Let's try this one. That one might work. Oh, she's waving at me. Hi, sweetie. How are you? No crotch bombs. No. No, no, no. We don't want to do that. I did that on a wreath. I think it was my first year. I don't remember. Do you remember, Susan, when I put the balls in? Trying to see where I need to put this. Let me get my pick. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Alright, so I'm just going to use my ice pick. Maybe. Oh, this is a plastic. It's not styrofoam. Oh my goodness. Maybe. I should have tried this beforehand. Watch it shatter on me. Oh, this is gonna be good. Alright, next best thing. Alright guys, hang on one second. I gotta grab my drill battery. It's up there on the thing over here. There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to grab the doggone drill battery because I forgot to put it back on. There we go. Pull you guys back over here so I can see you now. Alright, so we're going to pre-drill a hole right here. See how easy that was? That one's too thick. Sorry, I have all these different sizes over here. So I'm just trying to find one that's going to work. Or I'll have to make the hole bigger. That one works. So what I'm going to do is I've got this stem that I took off of one of my little florals. Let me zoom in so you guys can see. So it's just one of those stems that I keep. And I'm going to put glue on the bottom of it, or at the end of it. We're going to stab it in there. We're going to wait a second. And then I'm going to take my pliers and I'm going to bend this over so it has like a little hook on it so it grabs when I put it in that green. Yep, that's going to work. Alright, so I need to let that dry for 1 second. While that's drying, Let's see what else we've got we can put in here. Alright, so we're not using that one. We have a flag if we need it. We've got all these other styrofoam picks and these picks as well. So we've got all these little plastic stars. Let me take I'm going to take this little dowel and I'm going to bend this wire and make it curled. Just to give it some design. So it just doesn't look like it's sticking straight out. Cut this piece off. And we're going to take off our tag. Because nobody wants that. If y'all didn't see, I destashed some stuff today. I posted it on my business page. If anybody's looking for some stuff, it's mostly it's 6-inch, well 5.5-inch mesh, deco mesh, and some netting ribbon. But it's listed on my page if anybody's interested. I already sold 2 of the items I had listed. Yeah, it didn't want, it was pretty thick. It wasn't going to melt that. Alright, so we've got these little picks here. We're going to put these in. This one keeps spinning around. I don't like that. Why are you doing that? Get in there. Alright. Cut that down. Where did I do that? That one's going to go right there. So these are on wires. You can bend them however you want them. Get enough glue on there so it grabs a hold of the evergreen part, because that'll hold it in that wreath really good. Spreading them out. I don't want everything all clumped up. Alright, the bomb is going there, so we're going to put one up here. Let me cut this down. Probably should stop saying bomb. Facebook's probably listening to me. They might think I'm plotting something. Please. There we go. We've got another one we can put over here. Now, if Susan can't say nuts, I'm sure I can't say bomb. Hey, Joy, how are you, hon? This one's got a little leaf on it. So again, just spread these out. We don't want everything all clumped up. It's got 2 leaves. And they're stuck together, of course. There we go. Put one over there and we'll put one over here. How's that? We could have that coming out of, I think we're going to put that coming out of the bow, or behind, just behind the bow here. going to cut it a little bit, not too much. All right, let's put this last one in, and then we will put our little ball in. And if we need some tails, we will go ahead and add some. Probably it's just going to be the red striped ones. So this needs to be curled. I don't like it when they have them sticking straight up because it makes it look like there's something missing. There. We'll just bend it like that. Now it looks like it belongs. All right, this one's going to go over here. I'm just using my little 7-inch skillet here. This is in my email. If you all are on my email list, I highlight some of the products that I have that are in my supply list. So if anyone wants that supply list, you can get that by going to the top of the description, or you can get that by typing the word supplies, and I will send you the list. But I've been highlighting some of the products that I use in the email, so join my email list. You get notified when I go live, and it's got all those extras on it for you. All right, so there we go. See it attached already. I shouldn't have done that. Stuck that in there, and that loop or that hook that I made on the end attached to the mesh, and I need to pull it off so I can glue. Thank you. Just making sure it was in the right place. There we go. So we got a nice glob of glue on that. I'm going to put that in there, and again it's going to hook onto that. There we go. All right, let me hold this up so you guys can see it. Let's open this up. What do you think? Can you see that bomb over there? All right, so let's put a couple tails in, and then we can use these little styrofoams. I also have the flowers just in case. Hey, Brenda. All right, so we're going to use the same ribbons. I think I'm just going to use... All right, this is going to drive me crazy here. My ribbons do not want to cooperate with me tonight. I think I'm going to use this one and the red and white stripe. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that so much. I hope you and Mel have so much fun this weekend. I wish we all could have been together, but... And hopefully your show will be a success and a sellout. No, it's not too heavy. It won't come off. No. It's not heavy at all. It's almost the weight of... you know how when you buy a Christmas ornament, that's all it is, really. It's one of those plastic Christmas ornaments decorated up for 4th of July. So it's not heavy at all. And I did put a hook on the end of that stem that I put in, so that hooks onto the mesh and into that green pine. And then you can also go behind it with a glue gun and glue it in the back into, or add more glue to the to where the green pine stems were too. Because that's what it's going to glue to really well. But no, and I use Gorilla Glue. I have not had, knock on wood, I have not had any issues with any of my stuff coming undone. So that's all I use is Gorilla Glue. Anytime I've ever tried to use any of the other glue, it just doesn't hold up as well. Alright, so I think I'm going to do 12-inch tails. So I'm going to use my little flexi tail from Susan. And we're going to cut just a couple of them. So I'm going to measure these out. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. Let's do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do 4 to start with. If we need any more, then we can cut them. So this little ribbon or ruler is 12 inches long. You just wrap your ribbon around it and then slide it off and then cut. If you don't have a ruler like that, just cut it on your mat. Use your mat, cut out 12 inches. Measure out 12 inches, not cut out 12 inches. I'm going to put them all together and we're going to dovetail. If you've never done a dovetail before, all it is you're making that little V cut in the end. So you want to take and fold your ribbon in half and cut from the fold out. So I'm going to recap for you real quick. We used a 24-inch Teardrop Pine swag. I picked mine up from Carolina Pottery, which is a store we have here in North Carolina. They have one in Georgia, no. Do they still have the one in Georgia? I can't remember. They have one in South Carolina. That's 4. And then, but you could probably find them anywhere. Michael's and that probably carries them at Christmas time, which they'll be putting that stuff out very soon. Our Hobby Lobby was already starting to put out fall, so... And I know everyone says it's way too soon, it's way too soon. Yes, it is if you're decorating, but not if you're making things. We have to stay ahead of the holidays, so... For us, it's a good thing, even though we don't want to be reminded that the winter time is coming. We just haven't even gotten into summer yet, really. But we have to start making our fall and holiday stuff now. Because you're not going to buy a wreath to put on your door on December 25th. Right? Right. Okay, that doesn't want to go in either. I'm telling you, these ribbons don't like me tonight. Do it later. Alright, so we got those. So all I did was 4 of each. And I'm going to put them together. Find my center. Scrunch them up. And then I'm going to take the little ties. And I'm going to tie them in. If I can find my ties. Here they are. So you just go in right where you put your mesh. You don't have to undo it. Just continue twisting it, and then spread those out. Oh, I need to go that way. There we go. 13 inches probably would have been better, but that's all right. Hope I'm not missing anybody. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mel. So we're just going to put a couple on each side, see how that looks. Where are you? You're hiding from me. So twist those in. if you don't have a place where there's a tie, you can just take and put pipe cleaner around these. I'll show you here if I have one. Did I put it away already? You can take a half a pipe cleaner like that. Let's scrunch it up real quick. Take your pipe cleaner, put it around it, twist it, and then just reach in, find a piece of greenery, and tie it onto that. It doesn't want to do it. There we go. So you just take that and twist it on that piece right there. So I didn't have two pieces, I just had the one. And then open that up. There we go. And then we've got one more here. And then I'll cut 4 more for the other side. Why didn't I do that to begin with? I don't know. Yeah, 13 inches probably would have been a little bit better, but that's all right. It works. So there's that side. Now over here, thank y'all for your patience after last week. We tried getting back on, but I just don't know why it wouldn't go back on. The camera was plugged in, so the only thing we could figure was it had to be a cord issue. So I ordered a new cord. And so far everything looks good. So I won't be unplugging my camera, that's for sure. That was a pain, trying to get back on, and then it wouldn't let me get back on to YouTube, and then when I did get back on, it cut us off again, so I had just gave up. Said obviously somebody did not want me live last week, so make sure y'all join my email list. You'll get notified whenever I go live. Type in the word email and I can send you the link, or you can go to the top of my business page, look for the little computer, and join that link there. I don't spam you with anything. All I do is notify you when I'm going live. I might send you an email once in a while and say, hey, I got a special going on. But other than that, that's it. That's all you're going to hear from me. Flexi tails. Tell Susan we need flexi tails. Okay, we're going to do the other side real quick and then we'll be done. I'll put these little scatter stars in. I've got my extra pieces of green stems over here that we can use. They're just styrofoam, so we'll stick those in there and have stars all throughout our little wreath here. Door hanger, swag, whatever you want to call it. Alright, since the balm is there, we're not going to need one there, so I might put one down at the bottom since I already cut it, or I might put it up behind his head because I'm not going to waste the ribbon. Use the other piece at? There it is. I'll make sure I got two pieces here. And this one's a little long. I might cut it down because it just kind of hides my ribbon there. There we go. That's better. Now you can see the ribbons. Okay, one more. So has everybody moved on from their patriotic and summer stuff? I'm not ready to move on yet. So I'm just going to keep going. Plus, like I said, I need a lot of everyday stuff. I have plenty of holiday stuff in my shop. I need everyday stuff. And then I've got that craft show, so I need to have a variety for that. I don't want to take just Christmas, even though it is a Christmas in July. People could buy Christmas gifts, not just Christmas decorations. Alright, I'm going to put this one, I think, down here at the bottom. Underneath his legs, because it's bare under there. So yeah, that'll be fun. I don't know. Josh, are you still on here? I hadn't even told him. I forgot to tell him when I talked to him tonight that I was doing that one over there by them. It's an outdoor one, so I hope the weather's good. You know how that goes. She's probably going to kill me for doing that, but... Flexi tails, flexi tails. Alright. So his legs are a little bent. What do we think? Do we need any more ribbons or anything? I'm waiting for it to catch up over here. I don't like this sticking out like that. I want it over here maybe. It needs to be bent. Maybe I need to curl it or something. Maybe I'll curl it. His hat looks a little crooked to me too. Let me fix that. There we go. You know what? I think I want one more ribbon right here. It's like a bare spot there, but then let's see. Do I want a ribbon? One more ribbon in at the top. So don't forget, again, go over and join my new group, if I can speak English. It's called Wreath Decor by Dawn's Crafters Community. It's a free group to join. You'll meet other crafters. It is all craft related though. And we're going to have a lot of fun with it. I've got a lot of ideas. And yeah, we're going to have fun. It's a safe space for everyone to post their pictures without fear of people making fun of them or talking bad about them or anything like that. We're not going to put up with that. Not going to tolerate any of that negative stuff. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, move on. Right? Right. we go. All right, I think that's that. So let's do a couple of these. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take these little scatter stars. These probably came from, looks like maybe Hobby Lobby, maybe the dollar store, I don't know. And all they are is little foam stars, glittered stars. You can take any little stem that you have, poke it in there. I'm going to dip it in my glue first, poke it in, and it'll go right in that foam. Should have started with a big one first. Oh, this is what I wanted. And we're just going to put these in some of these open areas, like right here. I may not need to cut that one. We'll leave that one. So yeah, I'd love for you to join that group over there. Like I said, I have a lot of things in mind, and I'm going to make it a fun, safe space for everybody. Ooh, I don't want that much glue. And the nice thing about these little picks is they've got like little teeth on them at the end, so when it goes into that foam, it grabs a hold of it. So I'm going to do the same thing with this one. It's got that thin stem. I'm going to give it a little bend so it creates a hook. Something for it to grab onto when it goes down into that mesh and that. And I'm going to put that right in there and make sure it grabs a hold of that pine and that mesh. You think it's safe to put a star down here by his leg? This one I'm going to do this way, I think. Come on. There it goes. So I want the star kind of like laying flat out like that. All right, so we're just going to add some of these, and we're going to be done. There we go. See, that doesn't look like it's, you know, between his legs. All right, guys, a couple more. Bend this one. Let's go this way with it. And then once I hang it up and look at it, ooh, if it needs any more, I'll add to it. If it needs any more ribbons, I will add those. I want one right here. Let's do a white one. So don't forget, join my email list, type in the word email, get my supply list, type in the word supply. And that supply list has everything from my wire cutters to my ribbon racks on it, with links where you can go find them. So if you've never gotten the list before, grab a hold and type in the word supply and I will send it to you. All right, I think we're done. I might put a star up here under his hat too. Maybe a blue one. No, that probably would blend in. I'll have to look at it. All right, but there we go. So that's our 24-inch Teardrop Evergreen Pine swag, upside down or fullness at the bottom and thin at the top instead of the other way around. So I guess it's an upside down teardrop. And I think I'm going to curl this around my thing. I'm not sure. I'll have to play with it and see. So, alright guys, I want to thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. Don't forget to like, follow, share, subscribe to my pages to see more and keep up to date with everything that's going on. Join my email list. Thank you, Mel. And get my supply list. Forgot what I was saying. Alright, and if y'all have any questions, just leave them in the comments or shoot me a message. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. I know it was difficult doing this in 2 parts, but like I said last week, we had an issue with the camera, so it's all good now. As you can see, we're still live, so I guess it was the cord. Alright guys, be kind to one another. Have a wonderful weekend. I will see you all next week. Have a good night. Bye. Thank you, Susan.